What's up, guys? Today we are taking a look at the Duncan Freehand 2 AL. This yo-yo is absolutely freaking awesome. So let's go take a look. Alright guys, check it out. We got a cool purple one. It's got a string in here. And you can get these on beyondyoyos.com. If you use code Dylan15, you will get an additional discount as well. Now, the Duncan Freehand 2 was a yo-yo that really shaped my childhood and early years of playing yo-yo. I played with a ton of Freehand 2s. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is. I tried looking. I have so many yo-yos, I just could not find it. So we're going to have to compare it to some other things. We'll put the specs right there. But as you can see, the guts, we got this concave bearing. If my camera will focus. Very nice concave bearing. As you can hear, it is freaking hauling. Let's throw it back together. And we'll hold it up to compare it to, here's a Hyper Freehand. A Freehand 1AL. A little narrower. Just like the regular. I mean, the regular Freehand 2 was a little narrower than the Freehand 1. And this really is just like a metal version of it. Other than now it's in a large bearing through and everything. It would be cool in a small bearing, but me personally, I prefer the large bearing anyways. It's going to be great for 5A. Going to have nostalgia through the roof with this thing. So let's throw a string on it. Play with it. Here's it next to the Freehand PC. And let's give it a shot. Alright guys, we are all strung up here, ready to rock and roll. So let's have a little fun. Okay, now right away, I'm getting a huge sense of nostalgia with this yo-yo. I grew up playing with the Freehand 2 a lot. It's what I learned a lot of my beginning tricks on. Probably boingy boing was probably a trick I learned, you know, on a Freehand 2. And this really does feel like a 21st century modernized version of one. It's got the nice rounded feel, so in your hand, it just has that, if you've ever played with Freehand 2, it just, you can't be mistaken for anything else. Because it's aluminum and hollow too, it sounds awesome. Unlike the original Freehand 2, this one, you know, being from, you know, this century and everything, it feels totally dead smooth. It's got the larger bearing, and it is really modernized for today's play. But a yo-yo like this, it's not crazy slim, but because it's rounded, some tricks, I feel like that's how I got good at whip tricks, was like I learned them and stuff on yo-yos like this, or like here, I'm missing a couple now, but you know, when you land them on a smaller yo-yo like this, they're definitely more rewarding. Even like learning your Eli hops, your boingy boings, you're definitely going to be way better if you can learn it on a rounded yo-yo like this. And it's going to help you a lot when you move on to other yo-yos. I just really like the nice soft edges too for like redirecting angles and stuff like that. The only tricks that you're probably it's not gonna be the best for are things like flops. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Yeah, but see, like redirects and stuff, it's perfect for. For things like flops, it might not be the best. No, actually, it works just fine. You know, definitely not the greatest yo-yo for doing stuff like that, but we can do it no problem. The sound this yo-yo makes is just incredible, though. It's got this really cool, like, chime freaking thing going to it. And I think if you're somebody that you grew up playing with a Freehand 2, you're definitely going to want to get your hands on one of these. I'm going to throw a couple dice on it because that's really what I want to play with. But as a 1A yo-yo, it is also freaking awesome. This is a yo-yo, probably most people probably play 1A with it, even though it's called the Freehand. That's just, you know, that's a story for another day. But that being said, great 1A yo-yo too, even if your string tension is all freaking jacked like mine. Yeah, so let's throw some dice on it and see where the fun really begins. Alright, we are all strung up here with one of these cool, clear, freehand counterweights. So let's give this bad boy a try. Okay, right away it feels pretty much perfectly weighted for a 5A. Yeah, the weight with the counterweight feels literally perfect. Whoop. And we saved it. Definitely have that feeling of nostalgia too when playing it 5A, just like playing it, just like that I was having when I was playing it 1A. That is for sure. So I think, you know, whether you're a 1A player, a 5A player, or just somebody that you're, you know, a big fan of Duncan, or you had a freehand too when you were younger, you're definitely going to want to pick this up. I think it's just super cool. I like that Duncan's coming out with, you know, updated versions of all their new models. And if you are going to pick one up, go to beyondyoyos.com. And once again, use code Dylan15. All this information will be down below for getting an additional discount. This thing is absolutely awesome. I'm just a big Duncan fan, so maybe I'm biased. But that being said, I don't see how you couldn't like this thing. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later, and peace out.